Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 5. Last episode that we watched was The Tale of the Jagged Sign, which was a very cute story, a very nice story about this sign that was on a cliff in the woods, and it turned out it was to do with a guy who died painting the sign, waiting for his true love to turn up, but she wasn't allowed to by her parents. He fell off the cliff, died, not knowing that she was in love with him still and wanted to be with him, and his ghost still haunted the place, and it was very cute. They got reunited even though she's an elderly lady now. It was all very sweet, it was all very nice. Not my favourite types of Are You Afraid of the Dark stories, but I definitely enjoyed them, and I think it was a really cute story. Even when I edited it back, I was like, oh, it's so cute. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the rest of the season brings. This episode is the tale of Station 109.1. This is not one of the ones I remember, but Station 109.1 kind of says to me maybe there's like a radio station or a certain frequency on the radio, and if you tune into it, maybe something spooky happens. Maybe it's, I'm sure I've seen a film before where you can tune into like the frequency of like the afterlife, like paranormal spirits, something to do with that. Or it could be something on the lines of, say, the phone police, do you know, where you can ring into a radio station, but if you play pranks on them, or I don't know, I'm just, maybe because it's like electronics and frequencies, and I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know that I'm thinking the phone police in my head, but I just can't really articulate what I want to say. But I did check, I'm going to hold my hands up, I did check online, this is a Stig episode, so I wanted to double check that the episodes that I had were in at least some sort of order, and that last episode at the end, Gary said, okay Stig, next week it's your turn, you tell a story and then we decide if you're in or not. I wanted to make sure that this episode was that, just for some sort of continuity for my poor little head. So it is a Stig episode. I'm excited to see what happens. I presume they're going to let him in, because they've already done something a bit different in not letting him in straight away. It's a kid's show. I presume they're just going to let him in after this episode. But let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. What I'm hoping for, though, in terms of tone, is something a bit more, maybe a bit more scary compared to the last episode. Or what Are You Afraid of the Dark does really well, maybe something a bit more in the like zany, weird ballpark. Like I always describe the kind of set of episodes similar to 13th Floor, Full Moon, Closet Keepers to some degree. Something just a bit wacky and weird but fun. Maybe something like that, if not something more scary than the last episode. But let's jump into it to find out. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 5, Are You Afraid of the Dark? And there's a Patreon link in the description box below if you want to watch some episodes in advance and help support the channel. Alright, let's jump into Are You Afraid of the Dark? Season 5, Episode 3, The Tale of Station 109.1. Hi, Stig.
This blindfold thing's getting old.
Yeah, well, it's do or die time. Get another crack
Do or
at joining
die
the
time.
Society. And one way or the other, after tonight, you'll never have to wear this again.
You're either going to be in the middle side
No
or we're going to
way,
shoot you.
right.
Do or
No
die
way.
time.
We don't want any toxic fumes.
So what do we need these things for anyway?
For a demo. Everyone tune to your favorite station. When I say go, turn them on. Go.
As I said, I don't think I have to worry about copyright music.
There are tons of invisible radio signals flying all around us.
That is true,
Yeah, so?
So,
to a degree.
with all those invisible signals, there's no way to tell if maybe hidden somewhere in the static, there might be a signal coming from some place we never thought of.
Was I right?
Like where?
Like maybe
Death alive.
beyond the grave.
Maybe I was right. Radio frequency, tune into
Submitted for the
it.
approval of the
Ghosts.
Society.
Tucker's definitely looking a lot more grown up. He's definitely aging.
Tale
Station 109.1. I missed the start of it. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, he's starting with a funeral of a child? Oh no, he's not dead.
Dinner's ready, Chris.
Uh.
And how many times do I have to tell you? Pick up your clothes.
Oh lord. Why would you sleep like that?
Wonder if anyone was ever buried alive.
Ryan Gosling. That's Ryan Gosling, right?
Imagine being in the coffin, having dirt dolled on top.
No thank you. No sir. I feel like it's gonna be one of the weird episodes. Like, Ryan Gosling, he's such cute. Cause I remember when he was in Say Cheese and Die, the Goosebumps episode. My god, this guy's gonna be a serial killer.
What a cheesehead.
Or nothing, man. He's deranged.
Why don't you do something to make him snap out of it?
Oh lord. That Ryan Gosling smirk that he does.
You didn't see what came on the lot this afternoon.
No.
A hearse.
No.
Yeah, and I just came back from a funeral.
No way.
Way.
What they really need to do with this kid is take him to a doctor, a therapist,
Wonder how many bodies have been in here.
and get him help because he's going to be a serial killer.
Lie down, make yourself at home.
Okay.
Here lies Chris Leary, dearly departed.
Chris Leary.
May he rest in peace.
Awful.
Jamie, let me out.
Hi, son. Oh my god, that's bright. Oh my god, that's bright. Go away! Is he gonna stop on 109.1?
Sometimes we miss the chance to step over and need guidance.
This is so bright. Stop it!
All you need to do is follow my voice and I'll help you find the way home.
Follow your voice. No, don't do that.
Can you help me?
It's him!
Can you help me find the way home?
He's been in it before.
Alright. Don't be mad. I was just trying to get you to lighten up. So lighten up.
I always like watching these episodes when there's like an actor who's now really famous and seeing kind of where they were when they were young, and just you can tell that some people are just good at acting and have got a career ahead of them.
Currently assigned 109.1. Bingo.
I wouldn't do that, kid. I was gonna say it's so weird that he's obsessed with this one radio station.
Know the way home?
Sorry. No.
I feel like these are ghosts, maybe. I know they touched him, but yeah, I was gonna say it's so weird that he's obsessed with this weird radio station, but this kid is he's not okay. Well, this isn't ominous at all, is it, child? Chris, or whatever your name is. Do not talk.
Excuse me. Is this the radio station?
It says do not talk.
Do not knock on the window! What's the matter with you? You can't read? Here, knock window. Do not on the. Let's try it together, shall we? Do not knock on the window!
So obviously that's Gilbert Gottfried.
This is an interesting phenomenon that's taking place. Why don't you try waiting in the line?
Alright.
Next? Never mind, come on. Look, maybe you've got an eternity, but I'm on schedule!
Okay.
What's this?
The candidate shall be relieved of all that binds him or her to the physical world.
Oh,
That's
God.
what that bracelet does.
So it's got to be like
Now,
on the
why
way
don't you
to the
wait
afterlife
outside
thing.
and step through when you
My
know
nose
the
is so
score.
itchy.
Carpenter, Daniel James, buried this afternoon.
Oh no, maybe not.
Missed that crossover point by a long shot. What's the matter? You stayed with the hearse too long? Is that it? Yeah, well, that happens.
But I'm
This
not
guy
Greg,
is
and I'm not
weird.
that carpenter guy. There's been a mistake.
You know something? You're absolutely right. There's been a terrible mistake. Now, I'm gonna work out this mistake, but in the meantime, why don't you wait outside?
This guy's
and
voice is
when
really
your turn
annoying.
comes,
I know that's his
step
voice and
through
that's
that
his whole
door.
shtick. Because he was in the Disney film, but
No, you're mistaken. I'm not supposed to go.
Oh, poor guy. Oh lord, this is a creepy door. Look at that door!
He led a nasty life, and he's gonna lead a much nastier after.
Oh god. He kind of looks like the boy from Nightly Neighbours, but grown up. Is that the boy that was like the vampire?
Jamie, look, I'm still ticked off you, but I gotta tell you something really weird.
He's not. Yeah, because he did the thing, so he's no longer bound to the physical world. So he won't be able to hear him or see him.
These dead guys were gonna cross over to the next life or something.
No, I think I'm just gonna work on the hearse for a little while.
Did you hear what I said? These things
Is no one worried that he's not
I was
around?
all this screaming coming from the
No?
other side. And
Oh yeah, are you gonna listen to Clark and Ryan? Cool.
listen to me.
There we go. There we go.
You can't see me.
It's funny for someone who's so obsessed with death. You thought maybe he would be into this kind of thing. But she's got 10 to go.
Lose this.
Out of my way! I'm on the air!
Okay.
This is station 109.1 at the end of your radio dial for spirits at the end of their ropes.
What?
I made that up.
He's obviously good at changing his voice a lot. Obviously he's known for that
We're here to help
quite irritating
all
voice.
those lost souls who missed the boat.
Roy, you got the wrong guy.
Boy, if I had a dime for every time somebody tried to weasel out of dead, it would actually do me no good at all, because I'm dead. What do I need money for? What am I gonna do? I'm dead. What am I gonna do? Buy gum?
There's been a mistake. You got the wrong guy.
Everybody
I kind of feel
got
bad
a
for these
story.
people. Because they're so scared. As I would be.
4 o'clock. Clark and Ryan. What frequency are they on?
Do you know how to work all this stuff?
Come on, Jamie, be there.
Apparently so. Apparently he's well versed in radio technology.
Jamie, this is Chris. Man, I hope you're listening to this. I'm trapped at the radio station. They think I'm dead, and they're gonna make me go to the afterlife.
Say what?
This isn't a joke.
See what?
They think I'm some guy named Carpenter.
Can you take me there? Can you help me find the way home? I'm Daniel Carpenter.
Ah.
Alright, say, how much is my brother paying you?
And he's gone. Boom.
Please help me.
That's a nice effect. A really simple thing to pull off, but always works really well. The camera movement.
Please don't run away. I need help.
Please leave this child's bedroom. Thank you.
Jamie, this is real. You gotta come get me.
8, 5, 9.
6 people to go before you take to the afterlife. Is he driving? Ah. Oh dear.
You made a mistake! Stop!
Excuse me, no cutting in line.
That's my brother, he's not dead.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was gonna say, can't be that easy. Oh shit. Oh.
He's never done that before.
Is that because he's not
I'm
dead?
Daniel Carpenter, you fool!
No, you're not.
Well, obviously, the person in the afterlife, maybe the devil, or whoever knows it's not him.
Chris, are you okay?
They rejected me.
Of course, he's not dead.
They said I wasn't dead.
Uh-oh.
They also said they wanted to have a word with you.
Yeah, I imagine they
Great.
do.
There goes my pension. So I made a teensy-weensy little mistake, and I was about
Bye-bye.
to send an innocent young boy to his death.
Bye-bye.
None of you ever did that before. It's only horrible if you've led a bad life.
Okay, so the creepy door leads to heaven as well, that's fine.
It's the best thing going.
I mean, that's nice for Daniel. Oh.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
Okay, so he's wearing bright colours now. Wants to play games.
Real world, bro.
He's not a total creepy weirdo anymore. Oh, and he's letting bugs up. Good.
So the next time you play a radio, listen close. You might just pick up a signal that's just for you.
Well. I think they'll let him in. I'd be very shocked if they don't.
And you're in!
Hey, I'm still not a big fan of him, but, you know, good for him. Good for him.
Come on, give us a hug.
No way.
Oh.
Control him or I'll throw you both out.
You love me.
Okay. He's going to be an interesting one to watch this season. Okay, that was my reaction to Are You Afraid of the Dark? Season 5, Episode 3. The Tale of Station 109.1. And let's address the Stig stuff right from the off. I really don't think I like his character at all. I'm fine with him being like, he likes his metal, he's alternative. That's all great. But he is a bit creepy. And I know I'm reading into this as an adult. And as a kid, I never would have done. And it's aimed at like little silly kid humour. But whereas like Frank was, he fancied the girls, he was just like flirty, like, hey, like, I know you fancy me, you know, that kind of macho cockiness. Stig just like jumps on them and is like, give me a kiss, give me a hug. And it's like no, this is creepy, don't do that. Know the boundaries, respect people's boundaries. And he tells interesting stories, I'll give him that. I'll get to my thoughts about this one in a minute, but him as a person, I'm just not that keen on. He's the first member of the whole 5 seasons of the Midnight Society people that I'm just not that invested in. Like, even for someone like Kristen, who was a bit irritating at times for me. I didn't dislike the character, whereas Stig, I'm just not that keen on. So we'll have to wait and see where the rest of the season goes with him. But yeah, so far, not so good with him. But the story itself, The Tale of Station 109.1, was a bit of a weird mix of when the episode started and it was this kid who wore black and trapped bugs and had a funeral basically in his bedroom. He like slept kind of like he was a dead person with the flowers and the candles and the Bon Voyage wreath and all that and the funeral music playing. And then when he's at dinner and he's burying food in the mashed potatoes saying like, I wonder if anyone's ever been buried alive. It kind of came across like it was going to be one of those weird episodes, kind of like Full Moon sort of humour where it's really weird but stylized in a very specific way. Whereas this one I thought was going to be like a gothic comedy sort of thing. But it very quickly went into a different direction, but still not a totally like too horror-y. So he got put in a hearse by Ryan Gosling, he's just such a cute kid. And like I say, he's just a really good actor, you can tell. Even on scenes when, jumping forward a bit, his brother was in the background trying to speak to him, but he obviously had the bracelet on and he was on the phone. Just the way he acted just felt real. Like, you could tell that he's a good actor. And so it was cool to see Ryan Gosling. But anyway, so he locked him in the hearse to play a prank on him. The radio station went up to 109.1. And then it turned out this radio station was for a station where people who don't cross... If I remember correctly, a station for people who don't cross over. They kind of help you cross over. If you don't just do it naturally, I think. I don't think it was everyone that was crossing over. I think it was just... I'm sure he made a comment about we help people that haven't just crossed over naturally or cross over late or whatever. They kind of take them in and send them on their way. Whatever it is, they help people cross over. And he tracked this radio station down and met the guy who works there, which was Gilbert Gottfried. Now, this guy's had a big career, right? Obviously, I don't know everything that he's done, but I know some stuff like the Disney film that he was in. But very much gave me vibes of Bobcat Goldthwait's character in The Tale of the Final Wish, who was this important person. So he was a Sandman in this one. Gilbert was running this afterlife thing. And similar to Bobcat, it was like a very unique voice, which is kind of what they're famous for, and obviously they were very big at the time as well. But similar to Bobcat, Gilbert, to me, his voice was quite irritating, more so in this one, because he was shouting constantly, near enough. His voice was just grating on me a lot, and that's not his fault. It's obviously just what he's had his career doing, because we can see when he's on the radio station, he's got different voices he can do, and he can talk normally, and he can talk nicely, like how he shouted at the guy through the thing, shut the things, open them again, it's like, next. So he can be nice and calm and normal, but his shtick is this whole screamy, shouty voice that he puts on, and kids might like it, I don't know. I found it really irritating, and it kind of took me out of the episode a little bit, because if it had been a different actor, or the same actor doing a different voice, being a bit more sinister, I think I would have jumped behind that part a lot more, about how he had this kid trapped, he was going to throw him into the afterlife, and he doesn't belong, he's an innocent kid, he shouldn't be dead, but he doesn't listen, he's thrown in, and with the guys with the cloaks, this whole thing could be really sinister and dark, but because he was like the whole time, it kind of took me out of that kind of spookiness a little bit. Maybe that's just me, because I like the zaniness, so I don't know why this didn't work for me, but it just didn't. I would have chosen someone different to do it, but the episode did have some really creepy bits, so the bits where there was different people in the streets that were trying to find their way, that were like lost, so like when the guy, I think it was Christopher, the main guy, I think, was trying to find the radio station, there was a bunch of people in the street, like the lady stopped him, and then the dude who's been in You Afraid of That Before, that was like with Ryan Gosling's character, like that's kind of sad and a little ominous and spooky, and then all the general feeling of that radio station office was quite well done. The kind of weird silence from the people, but the music playing, and everyone's very slow and somber and waits quietly in line, doesn't say anything. But every now and again, someone will come through. It's like, you got the wrong person. It's not me. Thrown through the door. That old stuff's really creepy, and I like it a lot. But Gilbert's character, whose name was Ron, something like that, just kind of took me out of that a lot, because it was in such stark contrast to everything else and the feeling of that place, because he was so loud and annoying when everything else was quite somber and a bit on the spooky side. If he was doing this voice from the radio station the whole time, that might be a different thing. That might have had a different effect for me. But yeah, just the way he was, maybe it's just me, let me know down below in the comments, but kind of did take me out of the story a bit, because it was just quite annoying, and those times I'm like, oh god, this voice is just, ugh. Maybe because I've got a bit of a headache anyway, maybe. Yeah, it didn't help. But I liked the main guy. His character was interesting. I do still believe was destined to be a serial killer in the making, because he was... What kid has a bedroom that's like a funeral parlour, sleeping like you're in a coffin with funeral music, and then captures bugs about killing them, talks about people being buried alive, likes lying in the back of a hearse pretending that you're dead. Yeah, that kid needed help. And it seems like from what he went through, from going to the afterlife briefly, that he's better again now, because he let the bug go free, he's wearing bright colours, playing with his brother, and it's nice that they kind of helped. Again, the brother came and saved him. That's always nice to see in these shows. The brother saved his life, and it was funny because there were so many people we saw that were so adamant they didn't want to go to the next life, whereas there's also people that we saw that were like, help me find my way, where do I go, like show me the way. And like the guy that he's been mistaken for, Daniel Carpenter, he kept showing up to the brother to find the way to the radio station, and he was like so desperate to move on. What I would have liked to have seen from the ending, once they realised that the boy was not the right person, rather than it just being, sorry, I fucked up, let's move on to the next person, I would have preferred like the Gilbert's character to be thrown into the afterlife, or be like vaporised, or be punished, because it's obvious that when the boy got thrown through, whatever force runs that other side threw him back. It's like, no, he's not dead, we don't want him. It would have been nice for the Gilbert Godfrey's character to be punished for that. I think that would have been more satisfying, and maybe someone else to take his place. It's like, right, well, you can't do your job properly, you don't check things properly, it's time to replace you. I think that would have been a really satisfying ending, rather than just like, okay, oops, never mind. Maybe the guys with the cloaks because they were kind of creepy, could have come through and dragged him off somewhere. And maybe Daniel Carpenter could have taken his place, or something. I don't know, just someone else. I think I would have liked that ending more than what we got, but we got what we got. Overall, what I thought of the episode, I don't really know, because I thought it was a good concept. I liked the main character. I like Ryan Gosling as an actor, his character. The idea of the radio station people moving on, the feeling of that station was great. But I like to say that Ron/Roy dude really took me out of it a lot, and I found him quite annoying to watch and would give me a headache. So I'm in two minds about how I feel. I think I need to take some time before I watch the next episode, have a think. But I think on the most part I liked what they were trying to do, and I liked the feeling of it and the characters on the most part. Minus one bit that really took me out of it. I would have changed the ending a bit as well. But on the most part, I liked the concept. So, good. We're happy. Yeah, so far this season's been really good. I'm excited to see future ones, including one I remember particularly well, scaring the crap out of me as a kid. But we'll talk about it when we get there. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoy the video, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the tale of Station 109.1. Did you like it? Did you find it creepy? Were you the same as me? With Gilbert's character, finding him quite annoying, to be honest. Let me know if it's just me. It's possibly just me. But yeah, let me know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of You Fear the Dark Season 5. Bye, guys. Take care and stay safe. See you later.